Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. I am Wiggle, and today we are going to test the perk Mysterious Stranger. Now, the description on the card at rank 3 says, the Mysterious Stranger appears so much in VATS he knows you by name. And I'd like to determine a couple of things. How often the perk triggers, and when it does trigger, does it do a useful amount of damage? Now, for the test, I'm going to use a level 50 hunting rifle that I crafted, and as you can see, I'm not spec'd for rifleman. I've also removed follow-through, tenderizer, gun fu, and adrenaline, just to get more consistent damage results. So to start off, let's try some enemies that aren't so tough, just to see what happens. Well, first of all, I get a 0%. Alright, maybe I should have used a lower level rifle. Alright, there we go. Triggered. And he shot one enemy, and looks like he's attacking another one. And then he goes away. So it looks like he's here for just a limited amount of time. Well, so far he's not triggering. Oh, there we go. Another one. See what he does. Okay, he's doing nothing. Okay, he shot one. And then he vanished. So there's like... He's not here for very long. And the amount of damage is... I don't know why I'm sneaking. I'm not hidden. Let's see here. Let's shoot that one. Oh, he's triggering again. He killed that one. And he shot at this one. And he keeps shooting at this one. But, yeah. Alright, well, so far... So it looks like the, when the card triggers, he doesn't, number one, he doesn't shoot right away. He kind of spawns and thinks about what he's doing. And he doesn't just attack the enemy that you were targeting in VATS. He also targets... Oh, there we go. Basically anything in the area, it seems. But his shots appear not to be, you know, guaranteed hits. Okay, here we go. All right, and that was right away. So that was actually pretty good. So, and he triggers pretty reasonable frequency, I would say. All right, here we are at Grafton Dam. Let's see about maybe some tankier enemies. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he shows up. Okay, he took one out and sort of attacked the other one before he vanished. Alright, there he goes again. And so he's just kind of standing there. He thinks about what he's done. Okay, so he did take that one out. Problem is he's not appearing until their health is almost gone, and so it makes it harder for me to determine how much damage he's actually doing. So he does that. So not enough to kill. So he's either missing completely or he's just doing so little damage that it doesn't even matter. So, yeah, against a super mutant. Okay, here we go. So he killed that one. And... Well, he's shooting. Or he shot. Yeah, it's not... It's not really doing a lot of damage, it doesn't look like. Like if it shows up when the enemy's almost dead, then he'll finish him off. But if the enemy's not almost dead, if they have a decent amount of health... Or resistance, I guess. Okay, here we go. That one. All right, so we finished that one off. I didn't get a chance to see what the health was. And then he vanishes. There we go. All right, let's see here. That one has most of his health left. Okay, so he took a big chunk, maybe half his... Okay, he took all of his health. All right, so he shot him twice. Well, that's actually pretty good. Now, these are only level 50 here. All right, what I would like to see, now I have a 10 mil pistol. It's not legendary, just like the rifle. Let's see what the trigger rate happens with this. Okay, so, yeah. Fortunately, I probably should have waited until I had a better shot. Alright, so far that was, what, 10 shots? And no trigger yet. Oh, there we go. So that'd take about 10, 12 shots. Okay, so he finished him off.
You pay for that.
Yeah, well, there was another 6 shots with no trigger. It seems like it is less often with this gun. Maybe because it's tied to fire rate. The higher the fire rate, the less chance there is to trigger. I don't know. Unfortunately, the card doesn't really tell you that information, and I am not a data miner. All right, here we go. Let's try some more. Okay, that was 4 or 8 shots. Okay, so there's 12 more shots with no trigger. Okay, 12 more shots. Still didn't trigger. Wow, all right. "12 more shots." So what's that? 36 shots in a row when it hasn't triggered yet. Okay, so I've gone through 4 clips. And it still hasn't triggered. Oh, there we go. So that was like 50 some odd shots. And against these super mutants, it doesn't turn out to be all that helpful. I don't think it, yeah, I don't think he killed any of them. So it looks like with the hunting rifle, it's got to be tied to fire rate, because the fire rate on this is much faster than the hunting rifle. All right, there we go. And he didn't even kill the... Yeah, he took a... Oh, he did. He killed one of them, finally. But the frequency at which it triggers with this weapon is not super helpful. I think you're, well, of course he's gonna kill him there. He had a you know, like a little thread of health left. So yeah, this is not. All right, so it looks like this. The fire rate, because the fire rate is faster, it doesn't trigger as often. So that's not super helpful. All right, so let's try an automatic weapon. I have a pipe rifle, modified to be automatic, and that has a significantly higher fire rate than the 10mm pistol. Oh, so it triggered, took 12 shots, and doesn't seem to have done any good, though. Okay, there's another 12 shots. That was only 6, but might as well do the reload. Another 9 shots. Okay, so far, yeah, I'd say this thing definitely triggers based on the fire rate. I mean, obviously I'd have to test, you know, every possible weapon to know that's the case, but based on the limited sample size, it seems like for an automatic weapon, you're probably better off not using this. Or not counting on this anyway. Yeah, so I've had 1 trigger, and I've kind of lost track of how many shots I've fired. Yeah, there's 12 more shots. Oh, he was almost dead, so there's that. Yeah, so many shots. I mean, at this point, it's not triggering at all. I mean, it triggered once so far since we came to West Tech. So, oh, there's 12 more. And yeah, it is not going to. It is not going to trigger for us more than the one time. Okay, so at this point, I think I've seen enough to make a bit of judgment on this card. It looks like if you're using a hunting rifle and you're fighting enemies that aren't that tough, well, then you probably don't need help, is the thing. So, I mean, that's where it would be useful, except you probably don't need it if you're using if you're fighting enemies that are pretty weak. Yeah, this isn't going to matter. If you're fighting tougher enemies, it doesn't do enough damage to actually help you. And if you are using an automatic weapon, oh, here we go. This guy's just kind of just chilling. Didn't even see him. And if using an automatic weapon, it doesn't trigger, it barely doesn't trigger at all. So, yeah, I think I would give this perk a thumbs down. I don't see a use case for it where it would actually be helpful. I mean, it's kind of entertaining to see the little guy pop up and maybe shoot stuff or maybe not. But other than that, I think those 3 points in luck could be better spent. There's a lot of good luck perks. And so I just don't think this is worth... I can't make a case for this perk for anybody. So, yeah, I hope you found this informative or at least entertaining. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button. And I hope you join me in the next one. Thank you very much.